Whoops. 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 Oh, that's the wrong button as well. I'm pressing all the wrong things. I'm pressing all the wrong things. And I forgot to mute that. There we go. Well, that sets us up brilliantly for this evening, doesn't it? And whoa, yes indeed, Fox Waifu, there we go. Anyway, might as well get on with this. That's the ending. Hold on. Now completely lost all of the buttons on my stream. Right, give me a second to work out what the Stream Deck does. If I press that button, then that button, then that button. Ah, there we go. Yes, nice legs too. But anyway, hello, samurai. Good or even evening, samurai. Oh, you know the drill anyway for those regulars here. But if you're not, hail, welcome. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel, welcome to the Vortex. My name is Ezio and I will be your guide this evening as we venture forth into worlds, into realms very much well travelled at this point. Yes, the start of this stream has been a complete mess. Yes, I'm going to have fun when I'm trying to edit this tomorrow. But beyond that, is everyone ready for some Pachinko? Because unfortunately, yes. Well, first of all, hail to each and every one of you, be you a chatter, be you a lurker, be you watching live here on Twitch or in the YouTube archives. Welcome, and if you are watching the YouTube archives, hopefully you're enjoying what you're seeing on the channel at the moment. Hopefully you're enjoying seeing me make a complete fool of myself. If you are, hopefully you'll consider leaving a like on this video, commenting, maybe even subscribing to the channel. It all certainly helps us out. But yes, for those of you who couldn't join us on the previous leg of our journey, we ventured forth through the streets of Kamurocho. We played a bit of Mahjong. We discovered how the good luck, bad luck mechanic works. And then we got cheated at Pachinko. We need, for the completion list, 7,777 balls. And we got 9,000 balls in the Pachinko game, and then the Pachinko game, and then the completion list told us, no, you're not allowed to have this completion point, earn some more balls. So I've gone, right, bet. This evening, before we do anything else, because we've left off with the game paused rather than closed, as I usually do, we are going to get 10,000 Pachinko balls, so the game cannot possibly tell me that I've not got enough for the completion. And after that, we'll do the slots or something. I haven't figured that out. I haven't thought that far ahead. But yes, anyway, with that said, with that done, so long as I don't hit another wrong button, come, join me as we once more step foot into the Vortex as we continue to travel and traverse the world, the realm that is Yakuza 5 Remastered. Our destination lays before us, the controls are set, and as always, the PlayStation is turned on and ready to go, which is a shock, considering how well the start of the stream's gone already. So, let's go, shall we? Yes. But yes, Foxy Kuro, by the way, is the name of the artist whose wallpaper I have, and so see you saw on my desktop. But I mean, come on, the man who has a waifu redeemed, having a waifu as his wallpaper. Is it any massive shock? But anyway, right. Hail Real Spawn, welcome. Hail Palomino, hail Hoodlum. I don't know if I got all of the roll call off, but there we go. Now Pachinko will be finished unless it really is a bug. Well, if it still tells me I've not got enough, we'll get more Pachinko. Or something. I can't remember where we're up to. Oh yes, we were in the midst of waiting for our next jackpot. Yeah, what if I know the kata that the chap's doing? I don't think I do then. 10Ks needs to make sure, hopefully. I'm hoping that, but, well, the game is the game, so... Oh! That's why nothing's happening. I had the balls paused. Marvellous. Excuse me. The little pawn things aren't working either. Oh, well, that's wonderful, isn't it? Oh, there we go. I was really thought I was going to miss the Pachinko portion, but the game had other ideas. Yeah, tell me about it. I thought we'd already finished the Pachinko portion, but the game had other bleeding ideas. I wouldn't mind, but it was 9,000. I never did do the math, actually. What is it, the starting number? It's 280, isn't it? Oh, I did do the math. Even with the math of the 280 balls we purchased at the start, we still should have had over 8,000, easily over 8,000 balls. So I don't know why the game decided arbitrarily that we didn't have enough balls, but there we go. So we're just going to get as many as humanly possible and hope to actually break us through that. Unless it's a bug and by doing that we break the game, but who knows? If we do, it's the game's fault. Realised I've not even got my flat. Blimey, I really am all over the place this evening. I blame the Pachinko. Yes, that's my excuse. Okay. As we sit here and contemplate the mysteries of the universe and wonder, when is the Pachinko machine going to give us a jackpot? When am I going to next face the challenge of smashing the X button repeatedly in hopes that I do not get a game over and therefore have to go and sit around for about an hour waiting for another jackpot to show up? Is there a person? No. There is no person. Oh, maybe there is a person now. There was a swing. The lighting has changed, and it is nobody. Square, not X. Square, yeah, it's square. Square button. Square. Literally, oh, I can't point that far, but yeah, literally that direction. Oh look, it's a whatever the game just said. Is it a defense or is it an attack? I'm hoping it's an attack. We have our lucky charm, so surely we must have the luck of the gods. You said X, which is why. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I know it's the square button. Square. Ah, it's an attack. Marvelous. Oh, good.
Congratulations.
Thank you. One hit KO. That's what I like to see. Do I get a hyper bonus? Look at the shiny shiny. I don't know what the shiny shiny means, but it is shiny and full of electricity, and therefore it must be good. There we go. Hyper big bonus. Now we sit and watch our profit increase, in theory. With the melodic clickety-clack of the Pachinko ball that does. Such a good song along with such a good song along with Automato My Life. Not fun listening to them on repeat because mini games, but Pachinko isn't really a rhythm game. True. I'd prefer it if it was a rhythm game. We would have been done by now if it was a rhythm game. Oh look, there we go, we're at 7,000. Okay, well, we're at the 7,800 mark now. 10,777, but you need more. Yes, more! We need all the little balls. Maybe we could be getting told us so. Rather unsportingly. Oh. Now we did 9k, and 9k wasn't enough. So if we do over 10k, I'm thinking 10,500. Surely that must be comfortable enough for us to, you know, get the thing. A couple of thousand over what we need. Shaolin Monk. Chat. If there's a Shaolin showdown. Well, that's a David then. I was just thinking, that's an interesting name of a Shaolin Monk.
Ready? Go!
Ah, good. Attack. Second chance. Right. This is going to be the difficult one now. Shame. Oh, we've got a shorter jackpot, which is alright. I think this is the longer song, so we might be okay to agree. Well, it'll get us to 9k, I think, if we're lucky, but... I've long since given up trying to figure out the logic of this game. Still though. Ay, ay. Hey, yeah, da, 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 da. Come on, game. Come on, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Another waifu. Keep going. Keep going. Right, we're at 9k. Couple thousand more and I'll be comfortable saying we're done. Me. Still sort of in the jackpot mode, which is nice. So we might still stand a chance. Because this was about where we stopped last time. And the game decided we were still a couple of hundred short. But yeah, I'm just going to go completely overkill on it now. Like full-blown OCD, overthinking everything into oblivion. Levels of, right, we're just going to make sure there is no way the game can tell us otherwise. Which admittedly I thought we did last time, but clearly we must go to further extremes. You will knock 4 times. There is a noise. There is a ghost. Okay, right. The angry Russian Japanese man's back. Or is he the Canadian chap? He might be the Canadian chap. Don't know, can't remember.
Ready? Go!
Okay. I'm guessing it's like a 1 in a million chance that we actually get to continue, but
Continue.
Oh, balls were hit. Again. Right, this doesn't bode well. This is like the sort of, well, you've lost the first jackpot, here's the second, here's the sub-jackpot. You fail this, you're back to the start, and it's just, oh, am I marvellous. Right. Person? No. Still going? Marvelous. Come on, game. Just give me somebody to fight, please. Blocks. Mini blocks, please. Oh, we're gonna be sub 9,000 before too long, aren't we? I have a bad feeling about this. I think we're going to be stuck here for a while. He says as the sound effect for an opponent approaches. Somebody? No. Of course there is. It's only been half an hour ish, minus the intro, so 20 minutes, say, of this. It feels a lot longer, doesn't it? Feels like I'm in purgatory. We've lost the main jackpot on the Underground Railway, and now we're basically just in purgatory. Forever and a day. Seriously? RNG is not on our side, apparently. What's annoying is that we have more than enough to technically count as the thing. It's just the game decided arbitrarily, no, you're not allowed. No, go away, no. Unless I had some pachinko balls pre-existing in my inventory that I didn't account for, in which case that might be why I've been cheated out of it. Should probably check that, actually. Well, oh, too late now. We'll just have to leave it and I'll check it. Well, I can't even check it now, can I? Well, we could actually. We could load up a previous save, but I don't feel like it. Have I actually done Pachinko with Akiyama yet? Yeah, no, I think the only time I have done Pachinko is as Akiyama. So it's entirely possible. It's flashing red. Do we conclude that this is either somebody's about to appear or we're about to be booted out back to the first level, where it's just a case of going through the palaver of waiting for our first jackpot? So that's the case. We're going to be here for another hour. Oh, that's right. I was right. We are now sat here waiting for an hour. Oh, good. Just what I wanted. Marvellous. I hate Pachinko. I really, really despise this game. Half tempted to play some Mahjong after this, just to wipe the taste away. Now what am I going to do? Ah, nothing, apparently. Apparently it just told me mission start and they shouted something at me in Japanese and then that's about it. Okay then. Okay then. Right. Okay. Do we have great success? I'm willing to bet no. I'm willing to bet the game's just going to make me sit through this cutscene, now it's going to happen, and then I'm just stuck doing more stuff again. Oh look, it's a bird. Well, no, I was right. Oh well, so much for that then. And now we're sub 9k again. Wonderful. Could I dare get my hopes up? No, I think not. No. No, no, of course not. Oh, good lord. He's fisherman dude again. Badoosh, 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 and then it goes donk. Well, mine, but you got it through the 8, so technically the 7 shouldn't have been an issue. How was the Pachinko worse in this game? The Pachinko's worse because they changed the completion criteria. In the previous game, it was just get X amount of balls. In this game, it's get 7,777 over the amount that I've already got, which I've already done. Or rather, over the starting amount, and considering the starting amount said 0 and I bought 280. And then the game's turned around and said, oh, well, that's not good enough, even though you had 9,000. So I've ended up, so it's a case of, well, I'll just go for 10k then. At which point you have to wonder if the game has just bugged out on me or if there's something else in the background. It could very well be that I had some balls in my inventory and the game decided, oh no, we're not going to mention those to you. It's fun. So now we're playing Pachinko for the second time, technically the third time. The first time we played it was just prattling around. Now we're doing it in hopes of doing the completion. We're doing it for the second time because the game screwed us over the first time. And it's not like they have even little notifications like trophies to ping in and tell me, oh, well, you've got this completion. No, of course I haven't got the completion. I have to exit the game, check the completion criteria, and find out that, no, I haven't actually got the completion criteria. Well, I better start again from scratch then. Oh, woe is me. Stop. Oh. Boo. I think I've stuck the game in a loop now. Thing is that we've now ran out, our cheat items expired, so we have no choice but to just play Pachinko and wait for RNG to give us a jackpot, which may take most of our winnings so far, because fun. And it's not like we can exit out and then use another cheat item, because that would make life too easy. Bollocks. It's what it is, it's utter bollocks. Not enough for me to invoke the rule of bollocks, because there's still a chance for us to win, but still. It certainly annoyed me. Balls in your inventory shouldn't count, as the counter should in theory start at 0. You'd think. I'm just no. Oh well, this is a different sort of thing. Ooh. Like an old coot. You had 0 balls anyway, and you bought 250. I thought I did as well. The machine told me I had 0 when I bought 250 or 280 or whatever it was. But I don't know. I'm trying to rationalise why the game binned me off previously, and I can't think of any reason other than there was just some sort of bug in the calculation. It annoys me then, because it means I'm stuck doing more of this. Spinny spin? No. Oh yes, it is spinny spin. Right, in that case, we're going to have a cutscene. Oh, it's this one again. I have yet to see us actually succeed with this one. Ninja Village, yes. This, no. Yes, 4, 5, 6. He tries to punch 7 or 8. It's not even like I can just spam a button to do anything. It's literally just RNG deciding whether or not I'm actually going to beat it. Going to beat it this time? No, of course not. I'm going to get catapulted into the ravine. Maybe I'll even find the eyes of Nidhogg. Gotta love the drunks in fighting games. Like the pirate that drinks a barrel of rum in the fighting game series. The thingy's style is literally drunken karate. Well, there's a proper name for it, but it's drunk kung fu even. Yeah, there is a style where you flail around like you're drunk. Suit me quite well, actually. I think I prefer Shotokan now. You hit them, they don't get up. Which makes a lot of the Yakuza games utter nonsense, because why spend your time just flailing around when you can just hit them once and that's it? I suppose that's the heat actions, isn't it? Now don't stop making those noises, you've got nothing. This is the worst minigame in the series by a country mile. Oh, tell me about it. Bo Rai Cho from Mortal Kombat is one that drinks from a barrel. Ah, neat. I've not had that much rum. I should try rum again at some point. I want to try gunpowder, which is, I think it's rum and black coffee or something that the army serves to privates on Christmas. Military tradition. I'll have to look into it at some point. Thing is, because it's got coffee in it, it's something I'd have to drink in the morning, because otherwise I'd be up all night. Sure, pool sucks, but admittedly 90% of that skill issue, or 10% glitchy mess. But this is not good. No, yes. No, with the pool, it is, I just have to use a ruler and balance everything out. But with this, it is just literally sitting here waiting for the machine to tell me yes or no. Like that. You see, why did that work? Because we've had it with diagonals before. With middle line and one upper, and then it does a triangle. But apparently, no, the game arbitrarily decides, oh, no, because it's an angle pointing downwards, you're not allowed. But if it's pointing upwards, oh, it's perfectly fine. All our progress. From the afternoon stream to this stream, it's just eroding away, and it's depressing. All because I failed some stupid button-smashing minigame. I don't even know what the purpose of that is. You see, all of a sudden that's decided, oh yes, now we're going to offer you a triangular thing. Oh no, apparently that's not good enough for it. Okay. Empty. Marvellous. Thank you, game. How I feel at the moment. Empty inside. Gee, I wonder what the correlation is. Oy. Thank you for such words of wisdom. Truly I am a nobler soul from hearing them. Yep, oh look, we've got the white jewel. Skelepuppy, welcome. Well, Ezio, how's life treating you? Miserably! Utter miserably! Have you seen what we're doing at the moment? We're doing Pachinko! For the second time in this very day! It's just... I don't like this minigame. I really don't like this minigame. The fact that it gypped me out of my stupid, blasted... I had the completion! And then it said, lol, no. Cheers, Hoodlum. And hail. Or hail, Hoodlum, and cheers. Either way, thank you for the whiskey. Poor soul. Life needs to loosen up and treat you better. Wise up. I'll take lighten up, loose up, or wise up. I don't care. So long as I don't have to play any more Pachinko. I've reached the point now where I'm considering just throwing this run out and just starting again for the sake of having the cheat item back. We've got enough points though, so there's no point because we'll just spend another hour getting back to this point. So it's literally at the whims of the Pachinko machine of whether or not it decides to give us a jackpot. And even then it's a case of, oh well, if we've got the jackpot, do we stand a chance of actually getting any further? I'll keep my fingers crossed and hope you don't go through this again. I am... Yes, that's as appreciated because I'm going overkill. We're going 10,000 points on this one. Just for the sake of making sure there is no way the game could screw us over again. As possible. I'm just hoping that they don't have... Why are there flying rabbits? Oh, whatever. But yes, I'm just praying that we don't have to do this again in Yakuza 6. I don't want to do this again. It was bad enough in 4, it's bad enough here. I can't remember if it was in 3, but if it was, that means we've done it 3 times. Thank you, Skelepuppy, I shall out. As I wait to see this man fall into the ravine once again. I won't mind, but it's no rhyme or reason. If it's a lower number, it doesn't matter. If it's a higher number, it doesn't matter. Look, he's going to get catapulted backwards. Look, what a shock! How did I call that? Oh, it's because our roulette failed. Good, marvellous. Oh, hello. No, something different has happened. We've now turned up on a TV show with a very pretty girl doing Kung Fu. I mean, I'm not complaining. By all means, I'm very, very happy to see this after all the nonsense I've put up with so far. Oh, look. All 3 naked ladies in silver and red. Time to de-prawn. De-prawn? Don't mention prawn! We had enough of them last stream. Well, no, last week. Excuse me. Oh, we lost. Did we lose the jackpot? We probably lost the jackpot. It's not in Yakuza 6. You get a cat cafe, spearfishing, and other fun stuff. I'll happily take those over Pachinko because they sound like there's at least more to them than Pachinko. Oh look! We've got the drunken man again. I must admit, I wouldn't mind sitting down. He reminds me of Sensei Ochi. who is well known for his love of the alcohol. I don't know if you're getting 10k, to be honest. Well, we have no choice but to aim for 10k. I'm just going to have to wait for another jackpot to spawn. But as we learned in the afternoon stream, when we reach this point of the game, it's going to take a while. Because we are literally at the whims of the Pachinko machine to tell us whether or not we get a jackpot. We can't force it, we can't use a cheat item. Because all the triangle button does, which brought up the cheat menu in previous games, just tells us the instruction manual for the thing. We've got sunglasses! Yay! At this rate, we're going to be sub 7,777, which means we've got a massive uphill to climb. So, it is just waiting on the RNG, which I hate. I really do hate the fact that we are at the whims of the RNG. I mean, the house always wins, we know this, but still. It's not even like the little devil horns are opening and closing anymore, so we can't earn Pachinko balls, which are burning our winnings until we get some sort of grand revelation. Oh, there we go. We're sub the winning number now. It's going to be back to where we were before we started the stream, I think. Well, if it goes low enough, then I'll throw it and I'll just start again. But I don't want it to come to that, because it means we're just going to spend another stream working on the Blast Pachinko. Is this the gemstone you're using? No, it's the get rich quick thing, I think. Not the stone, it's the other one, the paper one. The charm. Which was working like a charm until it expired. Oh, music's changed again. Please. Also, while Pachinko slots in Yakuza is in Yakuza 7, you don't have to do it, so this should be the second and only time you need to play Pachinko for 100%. Oh, thank God for that. Oh, good, we're getting the big ones now, but that's great success. One point. One, two. Bunnies, apparently. I'm not getting my hopes up. Anything new in your life? I moved out of my mum's house, mum's home, and into my own since I was last in one of your streams. No, nothing in particular. I don't think. There's a bird. Russian bird. The Turkish bird. It's got a moon on it. Looks like a Turkish bird. Is it break? No, of course it bleeding doesn't. Yeah, no, there's not much, to be honest. I don't think much has changed on my end. No, it's just a matter of sorting through all my junk and finding homes for myself. This is great. Don't know which part of the world you're in, but if you're the UK side, then contact a house clearing firm, because they usually have a bunch of brown furniture and stuff that they can't get rid of. Easy way to get a bunch of cheap furniture that's built properly, not this cheap IKEA nonsense. I don't think any of us care if you did this off stream while you're randomly playing on your Steam Deck and just letting it run. Yeah, no, it's on my PlayStation, so I actually have to do it. We're going okay, but I'm in the UK, yes. I do need a new sofa. What's that company called? It's not a single company, it's... Hold on, sorry, a second. Am I going to win? Probably not. Yes, I am. Marvellous, we've got a jackpot. House clearing firms. Just generic house clearing firms. Because they usually end up with a bunch of crystal, a bunch of furniture that they just... It's not worth a button. And some of it's actually pretty well-made stuff. It's just there's no market for it. So you can get yourself some very nice antique old furniture for very little. Probably the petrol cost of them bringing it to you, but apart from that. And you can get yourself some nice crystal glasses, such as the goblet I'm drinking off. Not that I got this from house clearance, I inherited this from my grandfather, but still. Got chatting with a house clearance chap at a vintage car show one year. So this is how I know these things. Oh, the thing's open. Oh, I'm an idiot. That was me talking. Ah, no worries, Skelepuppy, no worries. We can at least start making up for some of the money we've lost. Or balls we've lost. It sucks so much you can't check during, I know. That's my main peeve with it. For a lot of it. If I had even a little counter or something that I can bring up, it'd be brilliant, but we've got a jackpot now, so we should be in the spans of being able to just run jackpots. Yeah, this is a short jackpot. I'm not anticipating getting anything close to where we need, but Facebook Marketplace apparently is also a good one, but yeah, no, I'd go for the house clearance firms first, because they end up emptying people's homes, and they just have nowhere to take the stuff. Some of it ends up broken up and incinerated, so yeah. Some of it ends up at car boot sales. Some of the nicest furniture I've got I've inherited, and it's all brown goods. I don't understand this fad of just IKEA cheap chipboard things with a plastic veneer on it when you can get something actually solidly made. Probably because it is dark and people think it's dreary, but you can always read it. The wood underneath, it's not going, unless it's like mahogany, the wood underneath it's not going to be dark and dreary. Easily sand it back and put beeswax on it or something. And old people do have better stuff, especially when it comes to furniture. Exactly. Wait, does that mean I'm old? Well, actually, yeah, we already know I'm old, but still. You could easily code your own computer, probably that it would work differently from the game's insane one. Yes, probably. But oh well, it is what it is. Oh, the light's flashing. No, don't do this to me, game. Give me somebody to fight. Give me another jackpot. I get the feeling I'm about to be snooped on this one again. Then again, the red lights don't seem to start on this one. It's only on the sort of Purgatory Storm Coliseum that it seems to have a time limit to it. Person? No. Of course not. Wing? Person? No. Wing, swing. Person? No. Swing, 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 swing. Finally! Something to do! I think with some of the furniture I've got, like the Victorian desk I inherited from my grandfather, I actually need to get restored at some point. But I haven't got round to it because one, I'm going to have to empty the plastic thing of all my junk, and two, I'm going to have to get some a moving firm in to actually move it. Because it is that old and heavy, and me and my dad got it up the stairs once upon a time by turning it upside down, but it was not an easy experience, I'll tell you that much. A 3-point turn between a bunch of rooms as well. Right, this may risk us losing the jackpot. I don't like it. But oh well, only way to find out. There we go. Poor fingers. Problem is you have to keep the jackpots up, otherwise you're back to where we were about 10 minutes ago, just stirring at continuous roulette and hoping for the best. Right. Why is it not stopped on the old guy? Oh! Hyper Super Bonus! Next one! Hyper Big Bonus! Is that green? Oh, I can't tell. My eyes don't work. Well, it's not going to get us to 10k, but it should get us easily into the 9k region. I've reached the point of Mahjong where I can understand a lot of it. I don't understand the Aladdin, but I think if I sat down and actually read the documents on it, I probably could. But I just don't find it that engaging. It is just a lot of sitting around and waiting. It's not like Mahjong where I actually have to build hands. Heck, I take Shogi over this because at least with Shogi, it's chess. The Japanese version of chess, but it's chess. I could probably figure it out if I actually bothered to learn the rules of it, but this... just gambling with extra steps. Infuriating half the time. I think I'm just also very bitter because I've already done it once, but the game told me no. Oh, nearly. Right, we're back into the 9k region. Just have to make sure we get to 10k. Plus, I'm not settling for anything... between 10k and 10,500. When it's not 20k, 11k possibly. I just don't want to do this again, and if I can keep a clean jackpot run going, then I'm going to keep it going as long as possible. This is why old people are mindless drones playing it in Japan. Your basic slot machines are the same in casinos, not like your fruit machines that you get in pubs in the UK. Oh, I've played one-armed bandits. I've played them on cruise ships. Yeah, well, part of that is you sit there and you just watch. You wait and watch how much people are putting into the machines, and then you go up. So if somebody's put a lot of coins in and not one, then you go up and put your coins in and pull it, because there's a higher chance of a jackpot. But yeah, it's the same thing. It is literally just mindless pull thing, ding ding ding, no, pull thing, ding ding ding, no. Hail Nintendo, welcome to hell. Welcome to a very miserable Ezio. Stuck in the purgatory of Pachinko. A game only the Japanese seem to understand. Even though I'm pretty sure it was Victorian British who invented it, but I could be wrong. But not as hard as you think. Wait, what? Thank you for giving us the name for the game we are making for our game jam. But not as hard as you think. I gave you the name. What? Pachinko is hell? Good. It's a good name. I recommend more people call Pachinko hell, for it is Pachinko hell. Or just purgatory. I just remembered Super Mario Sunshine. There was a stupid Pachinko thing in that one as well, and that was a pain in the arse also. I think I'm just cursed with Pachinko. Just realised my microphone's also at the wrong angle, so there we go. That probably doesn't help matters in terms of audio. Pachinko, we were looking for games like it. If you can make a better game than this one, in fairness, as a Pachinko game, this one works quite well. In terms of the completion criteria for it, however, it's utter nonsense. I've got 7,777 more balls than what you started with. Okay, I've got 9,000 balls. Can I have the completion point? Oh no, you don't have enough. You're off by 200 balls. Oh, am I? Oh, how convenient for you. Of course I'm off by 200 balls. Yes, you're going to have to play it again, I'm afraid. Oh, marvellous. Wonderful. That's what I'm going to do for the rest of my life, is it? Sit here staring at Virtua Fighter, the Pachinko machine. Sunshine had slots, not Pachinko. It was a Pachinko machine. You shot up and there were little pins and bouncy around. It wasn't a computerized pachinko machine. It was a Victorian pachinko machine, and it was nonsense. Hated it. I hate this. Hate this pachinko minigame. Doing it now just so I don't have to do it later. Mainly because once we've got the minigame list out of the way, we've still got heat actions, levels, Colosseum, and a bunch of other guff that we're going to have to try and get through. Because even if this game doesn't have a secondary completion list like some of the other games have, oh no, there's still a lot to do. 5 different protagonists. I'm a happy and cheerful Ezio today. Oh, I was thinking the secret level. I wasn't thinking the secret level, I was thinking the one in the casino. Oh, no, the one in the casino slots. You're quite right. You're quite right on that, Spawn. It is slots in the casino. No, it's the secret level. The secret level with blood and all the nonsense with the bouncing around trying to get the silver stars. I am cursed with Pachinko. Wouldn't it be one of those proper penny arcade games? The sort where you put a 2p in it? And it's like got a moving shelf back and forth, and you put your coin in, but you time it right, so then that has a knock-on effect of knocking some other 2p's off the shelf, which fall down, and then knock more 2p's off the shelf, and occasionally you get a cheap, tatty prize. Now that one, those I preferred, even if I managed to accidentally break one when I was a kid in a bowling alley because I decided to jostle it, not realising that it's got an anti-jostler mechanic. Or pinball. I like pinball as well. Pinball's fun. A pinball machine. I tried to get some arcade cabinets at work actually, but the problem is arcade cabinets are expensive and none of our suppliers have them, shockingly enough. But I did find us some Picade cabinets, which are about yay big. Not the biggest arcade cabinets in the world, but little things that you sit on a desk, and we're going to bolt them to the desk of the mezzanine at work so the students can sit there and play Pac-Man and Asteroids. Technically Super Mario World, because it just runs full emulation in Picade. So yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. I think I put that on there as well. I can't remember which Sonic the Hedgehog. But the kiddies like Sonic, apparently, so there we go. I'm more of a Mario fan, to be honest, but each to their own. I've never understood Sonic the Hedgehog. I've enjoyed some of the 3D games. I quite enjoy Sonic Generations, to be honest. And Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania is the only 2D Sonic game that I've kind of said I've got to the end of. I played the Sonic RPG as well. What was it, Dark Chronicles? That was a long time ago, then. I always knew Sonic more as from Sonic X more than from the games. But sooner or later, I must admit, actually, Kev, who's well known in this community, actually gifted me Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. So at some point I'll do a mini franchise run, maybe after I finish Spyro, and I'll play those 2 Sonic games. Get them off the books. Which reminds me, I still need to sort out some missions for thumbnails. Last minute continue. Welcome. Speaking of Kev, he appears. If my friend we get to Japan, we will find the bonkers as hell Ava Pachinko machine. Oh, that's me. That's me. I like Ava. I hate Pachinko. But you know me too bleeding well. Yes. Okay, yes, if we ever get to Japan, I will play the Evangelion Pachinko machine. Oh, I can't guarantee I'll be sane by the end of it, but I'll certainly play it. Oh dear. We do. Can I have it in writing? Also, I do the what now? I don't know. I've lost track of what I was saying. You. I think you gifted me on Steam with Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. I say the Sonic Adventure 1. You gifted me Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. So at some point I'll have to do that as a mini franchise run, like I did with Spyro. Like I'm doing with Spyro. And also, yes, you do know me too well. Oops. Unfortunately. How can we get Ezio to play this game that he really doesn't like? Well, we either have a choice of waifus or an anime he likes. Let's go with the anime he likes, which also includes waifus. Oh, we have an opponent, finally. You can buy one of those Ava machines for 1.5 thousand US dollars. I am not buying a pachinko machine. I draw the line. No, I'm not buying a pachinko machine. I don't have anywhere to put a pachinko machine. Why would I buy a pachinko machine? That's like saying, oh, well, Ezio, why don't you open up a batting cage? Because I don't like batting cages either. If I had that kind of money, I'd buy myself a traction engine. Okay, technically, the traction engine is far more expensive than a pachinko machine, but still. Wait, 1.5? Yeah, no, so that's 1,500 then. Never mind. I was thinking if it was 15,000, then yeah, I could get a small traction engine for that. I'd get a lot more enjoyment out of that, I'll tell you that much. Right, can we defeat this Muppet? It's only one level, so... Yes, we can. Good. Marvelous.
Congratulations.
Thank you. He does. He can hire me for sure. I do need to, that reminds me, I do need to ping you a message on that one. I'm just waiting for the end of the month where I've got a better idea of my finances, but still, yes. To be honest, yeah. I keep thinking of sorting out more shorts myself, but even if I've managed to figure out how to do the configuration in DaVinci, it's one of those where I just lack the time. If Ezio had that much more money than sense, he would buy acres of land and build his own miniature railway. Perfect bonus! I'm not going to lie. I have seen a steam train, a locomotive, a small, very cute sort of locomotive on the Steam Workshop. Not Steam as in Valve Steam, I mean Steam as in, you know, Steam Workshop. By the way, good YouTube channel if you ever fancy looking at miniature engines being tested. They did a very one of the Duke of Gloucestershire. But anyway, they're very small, it's a very twee little sort of narrow gauge engine, and if I had the money I would buy myself a farm and I would literally have my own personal narrow gauge railway. If I had that kind of money, I would commission a narrow gauge locomotive that looks like Prince, which is a locomotive on the Festiniog Railway, which was actually the basis of Duke from Thomas the Tank Engine. Just a bit random trivia. I would commission one of those to be built because I like the design of those little narrow gauge engines. They're amazing. Oh, we're at 10,000 as well. I'm going to keep going with the jackpots for the time being, just until I'm certain that I've comfortably got this completion point, by the way. He would just go around all day on his little steam train. If you want somebody who did that, actually, what the person my parents knew actually years ago as a miniature railway in the garden. But look up Sir William McAlpine. Once owned the Flying Scotsman, British millionaire, billionaire. He was certainly a very wealthy man. He had a full gauge railway in his garden. That's my end goal. I want a farm and I want to have my own full gauge railway. It'd be brilliant. He'd just go around all day on his little steam train. I've also wanted a traction engine because when my church, my parish, has the fates sort of the parish community days, then I could just rock up with a little with my little traction engine and do rides around the churchyard. It was brilliant. But once again, that takes money and time, and I don't have ease with them. I need to basically win the lottery and be able to retire. Decided long ago I was going to be a granddad with a train set in the loft. I did have a train set in the loft. I'm not a granddad, and chances are I'm probably never going to be a father at this rate. But I have a train set. It's just been disassembled for years because the loft is full of junk, which I need to get round to. But before I do that, I need to get the junk out of the study, and then I can finally move into the loft and start getting rid of a lot of the junk there. But that's a lot of trips to the tip, and there's boxes of paperwork that I need to go through, and I work full time, so. Yeah, sooner or later I'll get round to that. Oh, we're at 11k. Do we risk it? Yes. Surely at 11,000 points the game cannot tell me I haven't got the completion. Right. We got 11,000 points, and the game only thinks we've got 8,997. What logic works with that? I do not know. But we've done it. We never have to play Pachinko again. Success! Bloody hell, I hate this stupid minigame. Sega got a Sega. Sega does indeed. Pissing Sega. Well, that felt cathartic. Right. Thank God for mute buttons. You wasted the whole afternoon on this whole VOD. Yes. Yes, I did. I've wasted most of the evening stream as well on this stupid minigame. Just... Right. Items. Because we can do some basic math on this one. Pachinko balls. I have 11,045 Pachinko balls. Marvellous. I'm going to go and save the game now. And I really do not ever want to see Pachinko again. I will look at the volcano from the outside and go, oh yes, there is purgatory. Oh, look at the wonderful purgatory place. But I am not doing this stupid minigame again. No. No. Right. High payout token. Token room is the slot machines at the highest payout level possible. Right, I will grab both of these. High win rate token. This token is removed to let the slot machines to the highest win rate possible. I will take these free as well. I am now going to save the game. I am going to ensure that I never have to do this stupid thing again in my life. Out of sheer curiosity, actually, I'm going to create a new save. Here we go. Saving game. Save complete. Chat, you are my witness. I have saved the game. Complete. I am now going to open up the previous save file because I am very curious to see what on earth happened with that Pachinko. Is it a bad bug in the logic of that completion criteria, or did I actually have some Pachinko balls already in my inventory that the game decided arbitrarily it was going to pay attention to? This is up there with, like, Zelda stealing our house. I just... Right, items. We have 0 Pachinko balls. We have none. No Pachinko balls in our inventory. The only thing I can think of Oh, give me a second. The only thing I can think of is that some bad logic means that we start with 0, but the game is seeing it as negative 2,930. And if that's the case, that means we have to make up the 2,930 on top of the 7,777. So plus 2,930, which means if we start at a base of negative 2,930, in order to get 7,777, we would need a minimum of 10,707 pachinko balls. It's bad game logic. The game has basically started as not at 0, but at negative what we already had. And that's why when we got 9k, we were off by a couple of hundred. Oh, that is utter. Oh, I hate that. You were at 9,402. I hate that. I have no proof apart from some rough back of the envelope calculation, but that seems like the most plausible thing that happened. There we go. Sega got to Sega, apparently. So that would explain how that happened. Oh, well. Right. Oh, you know what? I'm going to make a note of that as well. Let's grab a quick timestamp. I can find it, because I think that can be a short at some point. Right. So the math ain't mathing. The math is not mathing. That still doesn't make sense. Does Akiyama have pachinko balls on him? No, none. We've just checked the inventory. He has no pachinko balls, though he does have the camera, which reminds me, I really should probably grab a bunch of photos. I have to pick up photos of Kamurocho. Right, no. Before anything else, I'm going to exit because we're on the old save file. I think it is just the game math not working out correctly. It's because I played Pachinko earlier, and therefore I already tried to get it and it didn't work, so then I had to basically earn back what I got because the game logic decided, oh no, you're not starting from 0, you're actually starting from a handicap. Which sucks, really sucks. I mean, it wasn't the end of the world. We were able to get through it. It's just one of those things where kicking the teeth is pretty much the description of it. Well, today's my lucky day, apparently. Well, that's fine. It's still our lucky day, which is good, because we've finished Pachinko, and now we're going to do the slot machines. We've got lucky tokens. Now, do we go with the high win rate token, or do we go with the high payout token? I suppose we can have a bit of a tinker. There. This token is rumored to set slot machines to the highest payout level possible. Set slot machines to the highest win rate possible. Payout? We'll go with payout then. Right, it's a slot machine. It can't possibly be any worse than Pachinko. Insert token. Max... Oh, for the love of... Insert token. Max bet. Okay. Insert token. Stop. Oh, it's a fruit machine. It's not a one-armed bandit. Oh, no. Okay, fine. It shouldn't matter. Those were not earned during that single game, so it should always revert back to 0. And we have to assume that 2,953 or whatever was what Kiryu was back in the first area. Oh, that was Kiryu's, wasn't it? I think it's a bug. I think it's just a bug. Right, I have done a thing. That goes. So yeah, we both, I think me and Shadow are the same thinking. We thought that it was a one-armed bandit. It isn't. It's a fruit machine. Right. Cool. Anyone else confused? Yay! What I'm doing. Always bet maximum, aka 1 credit. Oh, I may have cocked up here. Oh, I got a thing. Okay. $11 credits means the game. The last line from the slots guide is, I think I understand slots less than I understand Pachinko. Oh, that's... Oh. Oh, no. 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 Oh. God. Bennett Yakuza 5, why do you do this to me? Why must you torment me upon the shores this nether region of pain, suffering? Right, fine. I don't know what I've just pressed, but I've managed to cause something to happen. Rotation defies conception. Dream reels. Fundamentals. Blah, 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 blah. Slipping reels. The middle and right reel may slip 5 to 12 steps after a stop. After the stop button's pressed. Random reels. Oh, wait. So is it a case of? How thickness does that? Oh, right. It made a funny noise, so I don't know if that counts as anything, but. Up down to spin the reels. Apparently I can't nudge the wheels, so I have no idea. The blue bells give the least amount of points. You need bells, sevens, or green ovals. Or really anything else. Cherries also work. I still don't understand what I'm doing. Palomino gets a timeout. Good to know. Thank you, Palomino. Much appreciated. Glad to see I'm not the only one who's lost his sanity this evening. I don't know what you're talking about. But I've got a bunch of bells, so I assume that's good. So what you're doing, also, well, is lining 3 of the same icons diagonally or sideways. I've gathered that much because I have played one-armed bandits before, as well as fruit machines. The slots guide is so sassy. Just poke around with the parlor until you find one you want. You can probably pick whichever one you want, because you're going to cheat anyway. What you didn't think you were going to sit here for hours plugging away. Wait, what? You didn't think you were going to sit here for hours gradually plucking away, tickling up to 777, did you? No, the games give you cheat items, and you best use them because you have a life. I like that. I conclude, yes, I do indeed, apparently. So, what we're going to do is we are going to stop playing this, and we're going to now look at the completion criteria and find out what I actually need to do. Hopefully it is just play slots one time, but I suspect that would be very, very lucky. No. I need to win 777 more tokens than you started with. Right, I'm just going to pull up the guide. I'll pull up the guide on my system just so I can figure out what the dickens I'm doing. Okay. Bryux, please help me. Oh. Right. So lose Sammy, Sega's parent company, make pachinko machines. Wait, Sega's parent company makes pachinko machines? Oh, what a shock. Right. They also make slot machines. Marvelous. More correctly, they make patchy slot machines. Unlike Western slot machines, where all you have to do is pull an arm and pray that the tumblers line up, patchy slot differs in a few ways. For one, you manually stop tumblers using the buttons. These are just fruit machines from the UK. That said, it doesn't give you as fine a control as you think. Well, apart from, okay, maybe they're not fruit machines from the UK. Second difference is that you don't get big payouts on one spin. What you're looking for is instead to set the machine up for jackpot mode. You'll only have to get you only ever get a maximum of 15 tokens for any one spin. But getting jackpot mode going means that just about every spin you'll make a set amount of spin that you make for every spin you make for a set amount of spins, spins will give you the winning 15 tokens. There are three slot machines in the game: Arcade, Aladdin A, Beast King, and King Camel. Each location has all three. Just poke around the parlor until you find one that you want. You can probably no games that okay. Auto token is the easiest cheat item to explain. All it does is spin for you automatically until you hit the first jackpot. Still pay your tokens and will have to refill if you run out. But while it spins, you can do something else like read a book or compose a symphony. I suggest using the auto token and let it run for a while on the Aladdin A machine, because if you get quite a few tokens. Okay, do I have the auto token? High payout and high win rate. Okay, into the item box. I've unlocked pretty much everything, so I can only assume that there is a... I've got the thing. I hope. Auto token! Right, okay, in that case, you go by, and I will go with the auto tokens. The other two cheat items I won't worry about. Right, I'll just save the game then in case I have to reload. But I hope not, because I've got Lucky Day and that's going to be unfortunate. Other two cheat items I won't worry about. I think one sets the jackpot quickly, the other one improves chances of special graphic appearing on the jackpots. Right, so basically use the auto tokens and just let the game play itself. I like the sound of this, apart from we've just done that with Pachinko. Right, so we'll find the Aladdin ones. Play. And I will use this auto token. Thank God for the cheat items. Oh. Right, how do I know if I've actually run? Right, spin since last jackpot, consecutive bonuses, RBs, BBs, tokens. So I basically just look at tokens and wait until it reaches 777 plus. Wait, so I'm basically just sat here as the game plays itself. It's not even Pachinko levels of doing random gubbins until something happens. It's literally just, I sit here with you, dear chat, and watch as a slot machine fruit game thing plays itself. What has my life become? Seriously. What am I doing with my time on this planet? I'm literally just now letting a game play a fruit machine for me. I mean, I'll come back, give me a few more weeks and I'll probably be harkening back to these days of letting the game play itself. As I'm trying to get through the Colosseum, but oh, for the love of criminy, really? what are you for? Cheers, Skelepuppy. That's weird, but at least I wasn't the one making the one to make guides over these mini games. Let's learn everything else. That's true. You don't need to fill it when it runs out, by the way. That I can fill it when it runs out. That's all right. I'm fully prepared for this the Johnny Cast version of Hurt to start playing. Fair enough. I could literally get my saxophone out and just practice for a bit. You know what? You can just call me Skelly. Okay, Skelly, I'll call you Skelly. That makes me think of the X-Files, actually, but still. What I have become, my sweetest friend. Oh, dear. We're at 107, so if we manage to get a few nice jackpots, we should be alright. So, what am I going to do now, is the question. Look at Facebook. Almighty lurker. Skelly. Right, if I am saying your name a lot, it's me literally trying to just remember your name. I'm useless with names. I mean, like, really, really useless with names. So, well, I think it was the members of this community, I've never pronounced their names right. You think Hoodlum's name is Hoodlum. Not even close. It's a just chatting stream. No, that's when we get to the hostess clubs again. Skelly or Skelly Puppy, I don't know. No, it's fine. I'm just making conversation at this point. But yeah, no, Skelly works for me quite happily. Luckily, Replay is a free spin, which I'm quite happy about. Some people even call me Puppy. Yeah, I'll stick with Skelly, to be honest. I like Skelly. Skelly's good. So we need 777 and we're up to 160 at the moment. Whatever happens, by the end of this, we'll be able to cash in a lot of chips and we'll be able to get a lot of money. And I like money. Money is nice because money means that we can actually buy all the weapons we need for the final end game of this game, which has not escaped my attention. There's literally no strategy to this. This might as well just be the stupid one-armed bandits, isn't it? You just pull the lever, and then you hit 1, 2, 3 buttons, and then that's it. There's nothing else. There's nothing else happening. Literally just pull, beep, 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 done. It's not like with the old fruit machines where you go spin, and then you go beep, and then nudge, and you can nudge the wheel to get a better score. No, here it's just blah, done, blah, done, dun, blah, done, dun, blah, done. If I wanted an auto clicker, I'd play Cookie Clicker or something. I'd open Ezio Lane and let my ship girls run riot across the map on autopilot, just blowing up everything. No, I'm playing a Yakuza game. I'm expecting insanity. I'm expecting over-the-top heat actions and people getting catapulted into taxi cabs. But no, here I'm just sat here in a Pachinko parlor as a game plays itself because I put a magic coin in it. While you have time, what on earth were you on about in the tech workshop yesterday morning? Morning? I have to double check. In the afternoon, I was talking about one of my projects at work. Maya. Sweet Maya-chan. Tech workshop. In the morning. You mean in the afternoon? What do you mean the Bell's Lab stuff? Yesterday morning, 10 AM. If it was for you at 10 AM, if it was yesterday, Spawn, then it was me talking about a project at work. Oh, 777. Neat. Does that get me enough tokens? Also, waifu. Look, the dancing genie waifu is now doing the thing. If you mean yesterday, then it was basically me celebrating the fact that after over 12 months, the cluster I have constructed to work. And for those of you who don't know, a Kubernetes cluster is basically a series of computers that all work together to do a single job. So you have a control plane, which is the master node, and then you have the worker nodes, in this case GPU worker nodes, where you submit a workload to the master, and the master then gets out the whip and says, right, you horrible lot, you're going to work on this, and then it passes the workload to the worker nodes. Now, for the longest time, the cluster I've had at work has had a control plane, the master, and one GPU node, which was packed full of graphics cards. But recently, I have finally got an InfiniBand, which is a 100 gigabit a second thing. Is the game expecting me to do a thing? Or... oh, don't tell me that the stupid... it has stopped. The auto token's not working anymore. So do I literally just go... I'm basically playing the game now. Well, yes, the auto token is, yeah, the cluster is basically, after a lot of time and effort and headaches and loss of sanity, I've now built up the cluster to actually do things. It's not a hard minigame, no. I'm just now literally doing the game's job automatically. I keep hitting the button, you fool. This is a consecutive one, isn't it? Where I can't just exit and just keep using the auto token. I actually have to win a consecutive 777, right? Bet free. I am betting free. Yeah, okay, this is my evening now. It is literally a case of... R2, pull down, square, X, circle, R2, pull down. You can only bet one at a time at this point. Oy, oy. I re-equip the auto token. It's more fun when I can actually just talk while I'm doing these things. Hey. Cool. This is my life now, apparently. So what are you doing on Saturday evening? Oh, well, I sat here. I sat at my computer playing a game of virtual slots in a game about the Japanese mafia. In an attempt to get 777 in terms of profit. Why am I doing this with my life? Can I equip a cheat item? Does the game let me put a cheat item in? Do I have to actually get it consecutive, or can I just literally exit and just keep doing this over and over again? Completion and 777 more tokens more than you had when you started during a single play. Oh no, I don't get to exit and use the auto token. This is exactly how bookies make all their money. The only other thing I can think of is literally just I go in. I just keep using the auto token, and eventually I'll get like a super massive jackpot or something. The other cheat items, well, the guide recommends I stick to the auto token, so I'll stick to the auto token. Ah. This is why payout is best. Well, until I saw 15 points max winnings, or something per spin. Oh, well, there we go then. Okay. Let me get a bit of flashbacks to the game corners for the lady in city here. Yeah. Ah. You know what? I'm going to try an idea. Weird and wondrous idea this is. But I mean, I've got the save scum method anyway. But mini games. $230, yeah, okay. So if I play this and then I use the auto token, so we're at 285. So it's a case of I just let the game play itself, and I'm hoping eventually the game will just like get a massive jackpot, and then I don't have to worry about anything. At which point it's just save scumming until the game wins itself. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'll reset the save and then we'll come back and just do the auto token each time until hopefully the game figures itself out and it manages to get lucky and wins us a vast fortune. The unfortunate thing is it is literally a case of just letting the game play itself for hours on end. Which is, yeah, it's literally what we've done throughout pretty much both of the streams today. Am I thrilled about it? No, not in the slightest. It's just become a just chatting stream now. Only difference is I'm not sat in a hot tub, because the Geneva Convention says otherwise. That sounded like a familiar shout. Didn't sound like Akiyama, I'll tell you that. Maybe it isn't really in one sitting because it didn't reset anything. I don't know, unless it's a case of I just keep going back to the same game tab. You raise a good point. We'll wait for the auto token to expire and then we'll go back to the completion list, because if the number's gone up from what, the 280 that it was before, that means we can literally just sit here and run the auto token 3 times in a row and then hopefully just come out singing. Come on, game. Thing is, I don't know how long the auto token lasts. That's the problem. What? I'm gonna have nightmares about this sound now, aren't I? If I ever go to Kabuchiko in Tokyo, I'm just gonna get like flashbacks to this one Pachinko parlor, and that's it. I'll just be a gibbering wreck. I'll have to be escorted off to a hostess club to recover. Until you hit your first jackpot. Ah, okay, that makes sense then. So it's a case we just have to hope it doesn't hit a jackpot and it keeps just slowly chipping away. Interesting, very interesting. Probably have known that if I actually looked at the green thing. 31st 777. Okay, right. Well, we'll still check the completion list anyway, just to make sure. But like I said, we can always go back and reset. We can always reload the previous save if needs be to figure it out. Oh, right, this is an actual Pachinko machine from Japan. An actual slot machine from Japan as well. It is made by Sammy, the parent company of Sega, as we now know. Anyone else losing the will to live at this point, or is it just me? What is it with this game? And I will take Koi Koi over this. I think doing the Chinese gambling and even, heaven forbid, the craps is probably going to be more palatable than what we've done over the last couple of streams. I know one of the great joys of the Yakuza games is the mini-games, but seriously, this is just something else in terms of nonsense. You might be asking yourself, well, Ezio, if you don't like it, why are you still doing it? Well, the simple answer is, I'm insane, clearly. That, and a very stubborn git. I've come this far, we've gone for hundreds of hours. I'm not giving up on the 100% just yet. The completionist has fell. I shall survive. Mainly because I'm not going to commit charity fraud, as far as I know, but there's, you know, there's that. I'm not going to go for platinum in this game, though. I could go for platinum in this game, but that would mean another playthrough of it, and I might complete it one day, but I think I'll just settle at the 100% if it's alright with you. And by 100%, I mean my 100%. I'm going to do absolutely everything in the game. I'm not going to do all the platinums, because that's just arbitrary achievements on top of everything else. I'm going to do everything in the game. I don't know what the middle number screen means. I really don't know either. Game count? Yeah. Oh, good. Right, we've got another thing. We're at 500 now. I assume that because the game's insane, I would get plus 777 and it just doesn't matter. I'm hoping that I just don't get a jackpot. Right, so I get into the first jackpot, which means we just have to hope that we don't get a jackpot. Oh, Pal Worlds is apparently on sale on Steam, by the way. Yes, it's all very, very odd. Very, very odd. But I'm not going to exit this until I'm certain that the auto tokens run out. The unfortunate side of that is, though, that I started this on 200 tokens, so we're going to have to get 777 plus 200 extra tokens now in order for us to actually complete this. So, run. Whap, whap, whap. Which, sadly enough, it actually looks like we are going to hit 777 tokens in this. Just imagine the amount of platinum plates we're going to be able to buy after this. Actually, no, probably not that many platinum plates because the economy in this game is a bit weird. Oh dear, Aladdin has fallen off his carpet. I'm sure Genie will save him as he makes some sort of pop culture reference. He says sarcastically, apart from I really do love Disney's Aladdin. Disney's Aladdin and Disney's Hercules. Two of the greatest animated films as far as I'm concerned. I think Aladdin slightly pips it to the post though with the brilliance of Robin Williams. Oh, right, I've hit a jackpot. Oh, bother. Right, in that case... Keep spinning! Nah. I want to check something. $602. So, if we do this on the third token, because we got to 602, and because it's the same machine, as Spawn just said, does it actually end up as a cumulative effort? And does that mean by using the third auto token, we'll get past the 777 mark, at which point we have finished this part of the minigame? At which point, great joy for all of us, because I never have to, apart from one more time where we step foot in here to buy them out of various pieces of very expensive equipment, we never have to come back to this place ever again. Fortunately, it does mean that we're now going to have to sit here and let the slot machine play itself automatically for the next 15 minutes, but apart from that, unless it gets a jackpot, in which case we're scuppered, because then we're just going to have to play a manual, but still. Wham, 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 wham. Wham, 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 wham. So you were saying about your 12-month project at work. You mean the tech workshop thing? The thing in the tech workshop, and by the way, we have a Discord server if anyone's interested, !Discord in chat, or if you're watching the YouTube archive, I think I put a link to the comments down below. But basically, after many, many months of banging my head against a wall, a Kubernetes cluster, you have, like I said, the master node and you have the worker node. So we've had one master node and a worker node for the time being, full graphics cards for an entire department of research. The way it works is the researcher has the workload and they submit it to a queue. Then, obviously, first come, first serve, it goes into the graphics cards, and then everything else. Graphics cards fill to capacity. And then, once they're full, then everyone has to sit in a queue. And what I'm being getting is a lot of complaints that there's not enough graphics cards, and everyone spends 12 hours sat in a queue waiting for various machine learning AI workloads to finish. So I finally added a second GPU node to the cluster, which means that obviously there's more graphics cards to go around. More importantly for me, however, is that because of an interesting syntax in Kubernetes where you can say you basically drain a node. So if one of the GPU nodes needs maintenance, say it needs Linux needs updating, what I do is I tell the control plane, drain this node, and it will drain all of the workloads off that running on those graphics cards into the next available node. Then I'm able to reboot the first node in order to do the updates, and then I just say, well, uncord it, and then the workloads will balance across the graphics cards again, which means that I don't have to take the entire cluster offline in order to do basic maintenance, which is brilliant, saves me a lot of headaches. So yes, that's why I was very proud of myself. That, and also considering the nodes are called Chief, Cortana, and Kalmia, I thought people might appreciate the references. It's taken me a long time to get through this because it was originally a case of we had the server already. It was originally our workforce machine learning server, where it was a bare metal server, which means that people just worked on the server itself. There was no virtualization layer. So it was basically a lot of people. I basically set up the cluster, and then the old workhorse server I put into the cluster as a worker node. But to do that, I first needed a Mellanox network card, which is 100 gigabits a second network card using an InfiniBand, a fiber optic connection, basically. Because then you get lightning fast speed. Because when it comes to machine learning, the speed that the data transfers to the storage is quite a big part of it. So after a lot of banging my head against the wall and buying in a spare cable that we didn't actually need in the end for about 60 quid, I finally changed the BIOS setting in the network card, finally got that working, so, you know, communicate with the fancy fiber optic switch, and then from there it was a case of I put it into the cluster, and then the cluster did the thing. And it's brilliant, and I'm very happy about it, because I now have a working cluster with 2 GPU nodes, but it's not there yet, because I've just got authorization to buy 4 NVIDIA Blackwell graphics, 4 NVIDIA Blackwell graphics cards. 96 gigabytes of VRAM each. We're getting 4 of them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the current graphics cards out of the first GPU node, Cortana, actually. I'm going to take those 4 graphics cards, which are 48 gigabytes of graphics memory. I'm going to put them into the second GPU node. I'm going to put the Blackwells in the first GPU node. So then we're going to have 8 graphics cards of raw compute power in the cluster. It's going to be amazing. And then we're going to have, oh yeah, 777, neat. And then we're going to have a file cluster, which is going to be about 70 terabytes of storage, solid state, all on the 100 gigabit a second Ethernet, the 100 gigabit a second fiber optic connection. Technically it's Ethernet, it's using Ethernet protocol rather than InfiniBand, because I haven't figured out why the Switch doesn't accept InfiniBand signals yet, but I'll figure that out in time eventually, possibly, maybe. What are you using 100 gigabits a second for? 100 gigabits a second is literally just the bandwidth. Like I said, machine learning, we're doing a lot of computer vision stuff, so there's a lot of data. Because the storage for the cluster isn't internal, because then we'd have to have internal storage in the GPU nodes, and it's really messy that way. What happens is the workload runs on the graphics cards, but the storage is on a different server. And because basically bottlenecking and storage network latency is an issue, what you want is a stupidly fast connection from where the data is being processed to where it's being stored. So it can easily pull the information from the data set and then quickly write the results to the final area. It's the final store. So yeah, that's why we need 100 gigabits a second. Stupidly fast. Really fast, but yeah. So you'll stop the game if you want. Nah, keep it running. Can't be leaving free tokens on the table. That, and also the game's already screwed us over once with deciding that we didn't actually earn the right to what we wanted in the completion list, so I am, as Hoodlums just said, I'm just leaving it running for the moment. Eventually it'll hit a jackpot, and when it hits a jackpot, then we don't have to worry. Also, the more tokens we get, the more stuff we can buy with the tokens, and thus the more money we can get. And then Akiyama and just be very rich. Well, richer than he already is, technically, but, you know. The UK government must hate me right now. I've spent the entire evening gambling. And I don't see a penny of it. I mean, I technically don't see a penny of it either. I just see an electricity bill and a nice little crown on my completion list. I've also realised I'm now out of wine. That's unfortunate. How long do you think this last token's going to last? Must hit a 7-7. It must hit a 777 eventually. Surely, it can't keep going on all night. So I must admit, if it hits 1,000 tokens, I'll be. Oh well, no, never mind. Jackpot. 919 tokens. Surely that's enough. Yep, a former Stardew Valley dev has a new game similar to Stardew Valley called Sunkist City. You can wishlist. Looks cool. I thought Stardew Valley was made by a single dev, though. Or did I misremember that? Pachinko, done. Slots, done. There we go, 917. Good shout, real spawn, by the way, for noticing the fact that the slots carried over on that machine. Brilliant. Saved me a lot of effort. Right, also notice on the black screen that my green screen is doing a weird thing, but I'll worry about that at a later date, I think. Right, first things first, we are going to go... No! We are going to go to the save point. And I'm going to empty a good chunk of my inventory. Actually, at that point... Use balance wearing it's supposed to increase your odds of catching fish. No, that's fine. Takes you against getting knocked down. I will take that. That can go into the inventory because we've got no lock keys to find yet. I am then going to switch in that and that. That works for me. Right, let's go and buy a bunch of stuff. So what's next? Well, first things first, we're going to get a bunch of plates. In terms of the completion, however, well, we'll stick to the mini-games for the moment. Well, no, actually, we're not, because some of these I'm going to do as Kiryu, because he deserves his time in the spotlight as well. We need to do Chilo, Chohan, basically all the Chinese gambling, all the Western gambling. We need to... It's going to be a joint operation. Actually, I think it's Shineda, really. We need to do the UFO catcher for the last area, which was Shineda's place. I forget the name of it already. There's the batting center in the Camaro batting center, which I'm going to do with Shineda, because why would I do it with anyone else? The Nagoya Batter Center, we need to go back to a Shineda and do the Sawada course. I think that's... we need to do the last sea fishing, but that is going to be... That's the eel, but that'll have to be in the evening, so that's when we can change the time of day. I think that's everything for the mini-games at that point. Yeah, that's everything for the mini-games at that point. We still have a hostess to do, but that can only be done as Kiryu. We still need to do the Kamurocho tourism spots, but that's Akiyama. So, that's the next thing we'll do is Akiyama then. Done all the... We haven't done all the coin lockers because I need the shared inventory for that, and we've still got a lot of heat actions to do, so yeah. He works on SV 1.4 to 1.6 versions. Fair enough. So yes, there's still a lot more that we need to do. But for now, we're just going to cash in our winnings. First, the Pachinko balls. That makes me sad. Okay, silver plates then. Bronze plates and iron plates. I was hoping for platinums, really, but how much? I know, I was thinking the same thing, but whatever, it is what it is. We'll go and dump them, then we'll go and get the Pachinko ball, there, get the token stuff, but that's sad. That's really sad. All that effort. I think RGG has considered that the economy in this game might be a bit too high-strung. But also, in fairness, we do get platinum plates quite often from enemies on the street, so I can't blame them too much. To be honest, the main reason we need a lot of money is for the Morning Glory achievement, and the only reason I'm going for that is simply because I just want Morning Glory to thrive, because it's a nice little orphanage, and it's Kiryu's, and I like Kiryu. Right, can I purchase anything else? No, I cannot. Also, technically, isn't this illegal in Japan? Because you have to consider that Pachinko only gets away with it, that you get your winnings and then you get a little token or a ticket or something and then you take it to a different place, because otherwise it's against the gambling rules. I mean, I can understand why the game devs didn't take it in this way, but still. Yeah, the whole thing of Pachinko parlors is literally that you win your Pachinko balls, you hand them in for a ticket, and then you take the ticket coupon thing to a different shop, who then redeems your prize. But, oh, well, whatever. 15,000 tokens for a single platinum plate. What is this, the gold saucer? Well, this is true. Right. These bronze plates in here. Eventually we will go to the pawn shop and cash them all in. First things first though, let us go into our recovery and finally upload all our stamina royales, because of course we're going to upload the stamina royales. And with that, we will save the game. More like the Mog store. Yeah. Save. Yes. Saving. Save complete. Saving. Save complete. And with that, we will continue this next time. Oops, no, I just realised. No, don't do that. Gordon Bennett. I'm all over the place with the Steam Deck this evening, so whatever. Clearly I should not be trusted with anything that includes buttons. But there we go. Another evening done, and finally the Pachinko finished, and the slot machine. But the slot machine was literally just a stick token in, and it did all the work for me. So I don't need to worry about that, and chat saved me on that one as well. So yes, the Pachinko's done, the slot machines are done. Two of the things I was least looking forward to in this game. Well, no, actually, one I was least looking forward to. The slot machine was more of a case of, oh, it's just a one-armed bandit, so I'll just be able to cheese it. No. I mean, I did cheese it in the end, but it was more of a fruit machine than a slot machine, which, if you're not from the UK, probably means something weird. But anyway, yes, there we go. So there we have it. We've done all of Volcano. We don't need to worry about that ever again. So next is on to trying to stay sane for the Thursday stream and go mad when you turn the camera off. Yes, good point. Actually, hold on, give me a second. I need to double check something. Yes, no, unfortunately. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. But yes, there we go. So what happens next? I don't quite know. We need to finish Akiyama's story, and then we can move on to the next character and try and unlock stuff. But before that, we need to take Akiyama back to Sotenbore to get the hostess for his hostess to Kamurocho, to his own hostess club, at least. Then we also need to double check a few things. I think I'll leave the Colosseum until everyone's unlocked, because I suspect the Colosseum is going to require switching characters a bit. We need to double check that Akiyama's heat actions are all finished. And then we need to get back to Kiryu at some point to unlock all the level caps, so then we can actually get through all the level stuff. But we won't do that until but once we've done that, we can do all the restaurants. It's going to be a very complicated procedure from here on out. It might be story next time, I'm not sure. But with that said, with that done, if you're new here, hi, I'm Ezio. It's a pleasure to see you. It's a pleasure to meet you. If you enjoyed what you saw, well, I really appreciate it if you'd hit that follow button, but the decision will always be yours. If you ever want to catch me live, I will be right back here on twitch.tv/GuardEzio on Saturday afternoon as we continue our journey into the world of Yakuza 5 Remastered. No stream on Tuesday, that's on hiatus at the moment. No stream on Thursday, as I will be away at the local speakeasy for an evening of jazz. So yeah, so next stream, or only one stream next week. Well, two streams actually. Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, and then back to normal service for a couple of weeks before I disappear off to Paisley for a few days. So it is what it is. So anyway, yeah, see you Saturday. Indeed, see you Saturday. If you're not following us on Discord or on X or even on Blue Sky, follow us there, same name, GuardEzio, where you can find stream. I put a stream schedule out every Sunday/Monday, depending on how busy I am, so you can keep abreast of when we're actually going to be live, and even then I'm usually about 15 minutes late anyway, so it is what it is. But yes, I think that's no, hold on. If you ever missed any of these streams, if you ever want to catch up with any of our journey into the world of Yakuza so far, or any of the other games that we've covered here on the channel, there've been quite a few, you can find them all uploaded to the YouTube archive linked in the panels down below, containing playlists of every game, every journey as I call them, that we've ever been on here on this channel, as well as on our website, intothevortex.co.uk, but I'm still forgetting to actually update Yakuza. I haven't updated the website with Yakuza 5 at this point. Really should, considering it's been months, I think, but it's certainly been 100 hours in this game at this point, but I need to get a hideout in order to see that, and I haven't unlocked that yet because I don't do the story unless I absolutely have to, so it is what it is. But anyway, yes, I think that is everything. Everything apart from a thank you to each and every one of you, and an apology for forcing you all to suffer through the realms of Pachinko. Don't worry, we don't have to do it ever again at this point. But anyway, a thank you to each and every one of you, be you a chatter, be you a lurker, be you watching live here on Twitch or in the YouTube archives. Thank you very much for joining me on this journey this evening. Thank you for joining me as we've travelled through the world of this fantastic game, and most of all, thank you for spending a little bit of your life here with me, here on the channel. It means the world. It always will do, and it always does. Right, let us see if there's enough to pay the good vibes forwards. Which there might be. Yes, there is. In which case, we need to find somebody to throw the raid over to. Is there anyone currently live on the raid list? That I'm very fastidious on curating who I actually throw this community over to. Yeah, there is a Turbo Drive live, but I don't know how far he is into that. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Hero VT VR is currently playing War Thunder. That looks fun. Yeah, we'll throw a stream over to War Thunder, why not? Okay, so with that said, let's just... I need to... Who doesn't look like a tomboy fox girl as well while you're at it? I certainly do. Let's go. And with that said, with that done, to each and every one of you, may you all have a beautiful evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever it is around this whole world you are, and as always, until our paths next cross again, the Vortex awaits, and I'll see you all next time.